Hello, this is Adam Hone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about sustainability and materiality. I started my research with Dale Clifford and his binary design studio. The Steel Butterfly House was done with a combination of historical reference and biomimicry, that being the study of the plants in the area and how to kind of mimic their properties. So historically, they looked at the Native Americans that lived in the area and found that they used obviously local materials, mud, local thatch that they could find for roofing, and dug into the earth. They also looked at the cactuses in the area and the surface area of them and how they used the surface to utilize the wind to kind of get rid of the heat. Another thing that they did was they researched the area significantly. They found the winds, the sun, what was happening, what the temperatures were in the different months of the year, and they went quite far with technology and did a study on blocks and their building blocks that they used for the design. Trial and error method. Basically, they used 4 different prototypes and really maximized what they were getting out of this block. So what the blocks were used to shade the sun in the high sun, the summer, the June, July, and August. And during the daytime, when the sun was high, it would block the sun's direct heat to the core of the block, keeping it cooler. But when the sun got a little bit lower in the evening time, it would collect a little bit of that, so you'd have a little bit of heat to give off during the evening. But then during the colder months, the sun was lower, so the lip of the block would allow more heat to enter the core of the block, saving more energy to be given off into the core or into the building during the night. Now, this utilization of the sun and its trajectory is something that can be used anywhere on Earth. We have enough information to be able to track the sun to know exactly the distance, the angle that it's coming in at any time during the day, any month of the year. Again, with the materials for the block, they didn't, pull down things from the redwood forest. They didn't bring down any non-local materials. Again, utilizing the site and what's there. The other aspects of my study were kind of how the site, the program, and sustainability all worked as one. I've already talked about site and how it directly relates to sustainability. Program is also another thing that comes, I guess, more from who the building is for. You really need to get to know what the building is going to be used for, so you can optimize the spaces. Can you build a smaller footprint because you can double up a space, double up a room to be used for multiple things? Can you have a living room, dining room if it's a residence? Can your living quarters double as a kitchen? Who knows? But the program, site, and sustainability really come together and speak to how the building can be more sustainable and not use as many resources. Now, the implications of all this, obviously, sustainable design, we are running out of resources. We have many sustainable ones that are great. Bamboo, for example, grows very quickly, but it's in specific climates. And to get it to, for instance, to get it to Michigan, we have to ship it many, many miles. The LEED credit for sustainability says that you have to be within 500 miles of where the object or the material or or whatever it is, steel, wood, whatever, has to be within 500 miles of manufacturer, and that is actually pretty far. That's not very local. If we went more local, people here in Michigan would be building with wood more. People in the desert would be grabbing mud and hoping to find enough water to be used to make blocks, which they have been doing for thousands of years. So keep sustainability on your mind, and do like binary design, and use technology to really optimize how you're using your materials. Thank you.